What's up, Lions Nation? It is the Soul Man. Of course, Stat Man is here as well. What's up, Stat Man?
How's it going?
Oh, it's going because you know what tomorrow is.
Lions game day, baby. We going against them Pack-Tards.
That is right. We got the Lions heading into Lambeau Field, take on the Fudge Packers. And I believe that'll be for top spot in the division, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we're both 2-1, and I think we're going to dominate them. I'm trying to get this set up right. Sorry.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I kind of feel that dominating feeling. I thought about that earlier, like especially the way the defense played last week. I think Green Bay is going to be in for. We do have a special guest tonight, Stat Man. Just a few moments, we'll bring him in. But he is former co-host and Green Bay Packers fan. Mike Burch is here tonight to discuss the Packers and the Lions game with us. So that's going to be awesome. Can't wait to have him.
I thought I smelled cheese here.
Yeah, it smells
I smelled some
cheesy.
I smell that pungent cheese smell.
Hey, we are at that 216 mark. So, hey, make sure you like, share, and subscribe our podcast for all you Lions fans out there. Thank you, everybody that's hopping in. Make sure you throw those comments in the comment section so we can read them out.
And don't forget about the giveaway. Mm-hmm. Me, myself, I am purchasing an autographed jersey of the player of your choice. All you have to do is like, be subscribed, and keep watching our shows live. I'm paying attention to it all. And comment. Let us know you're here.
Also, I put a post in our We Are Lions Nation Facebook page. If you're not a member of that, hop over there and join it. Because if you put a comment in, we're getting guests gathered up, people that want to be on the show. We're starting to get a list going. So just comment that you want to be on, and we will do what we can to get you on the show.
Yeah, I mean, we enjoy the feedback. We love talking to other fans about football. That's what the show is all about, is about the fans. It's about the normal, average Joe. You don't have to be a professional speaker or anything else. We're not asking you to bring a bunch of stats. Just come on, talk about the Lions, and have a good time. That's what it's all about.
This was a Go Pack Go. I have a feeling that might be our guest that typed that in there. Possibly.
Oh, boy. Already
Lions
started.
win 32-14.
That's a blowout win.
I like that. We got more people coming in. I see Logan's not in his car tonight. Yeah, he's actually in a house.
Hey, now.
He's using this thing called Wi-Fi. It's amazing. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Mom. How's it going?
Statman's mom. How's it going? All right. Before we bring in Mike, Logan, I just want to get your initial take. Lions,
on the
Packers. What are the Lions going to have to do to beat the Packers, basically? What are we going to have to do on offense?
We're going to have to do what we did against the Falcons. Throw in some crazy blitzes. Get some pressure on Jordan Love. Jordan Love is a young quarterback. This is his first year starting. Yeah, he played under Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers wasn't willing to give him that mentorship, per se. Kind of like what Brett Favre did to him on his way out. We got to put pressure on Jordan Love. Can't let him sit back in the pocket. And we got to stop the run. If their running game gets going, it's going to be tough to stop those play actions with their receiver talent. They got Christian Watson. They got some other talented receivers and a talented tight end. So, I mean, I'm not sure about their defense. I haven't been following the Packers very much, but we also got to play solid on offense. No turnovers. We got to win the turnover battle.
Now, I'm pretty sure Montgomery's come back this week. Pretty sure. I didn't check the injury report. That's my stupid fault for not doing that. I think Uncle Bud. That's Uncle Bud. He's in the house.
How's it going, Uncle Bud?
And this says, nope, your brother. So I'm pretty sure that comment about the car was actually my brother. Hey, Dar. What's up, buddy? Dar said that was your brother, Adam. So for sure that was my brother that made that comment. Well, let's bring in our guest here and get his perspective. Ladies and gentlemen, former co-host Mike Burch.
Hey.
Boo, Packers.
Hey, guys again.
All right, Mike, how you doing, buddy? Welcome back to the show. It's been a long time since we had you on here.
Yeah, doing well. It's fun to hang out with you guys and talk a little Lions football, a little Packers football, as it were, this week, too.
Yeah, we thought it'd be a good opportunity. We know how much of a Packers fan you are. So, you're on this podcast, so you're going to receive a little bit of hate coming your way from us Lions boys. But you being a Packers fan, obviously you know about the Packers. What are the Packers going to bring to this game, do you think, against the Lions?
Well, I mean, so far they're looking pretty good this year. I mean, they, they have the same record, obviously, as the Lions. But coming into the year, everybody was wondered how's Love going to be. Is he going to be a dud? Is he going to be, boom or bust, I guess. And so far it's more boom than bust, I think. Getting his legs underneath him. But I hear that Christian Watson's supposed to be back this week. I don't know that's for sure yet, but that would be,
Very back.
I heard you guys talking about it smells like cheese in here too.
It probably does smell like cheese in your house.
I do love cheese.
So I can agree with you a little bit on that. I honestly didn't expect a whole lot out of Green Bay. Now, I don't know how well their opponents are. I'd have to go back and look to see who they played. But is their running back? Is your guys' running back coming back? Is he playing?
I've heard that he is. Yes, again I don't know that 100%, but
you got Dobbs. Why can't I think of your running back's name? It's like not in my head at all.
AJ Dillon.
No, the other one.
AJ Dillon
Jones.
Thank you, Jones. Holy crap, man. Sorry, the only time I think about the Packers is when I'm pooping. So we got Candace in the house. Says hello, everybody. What's up, Candace?
What's up, sister?
This is the real man that should host this show. LOL. That's probably my brother too. Adam, you have no idea what a football even is. So
I saw that your brother let that go in the Facebook chat.
My brother put that in there?
Yeah, your brother did. Yeah.
We need to kick him out. We need to just kick him out of the group.
But
you're not a Lions fan. You're going to sit there and say, go, Pack, go.
As far as the Packers schedule, the first game of the year, the Bears are kind of horrible this year, or not kind of horrible. They are horrible. So that was a 38-20. Then the Falcons, they lost by 1 point, 25-24. And then the Saints, they won by 1 point, 18-17. So, it's not like a commanding lead, or, it's not, they're not going out and dominating, but they're
well, we did see what happened to the Falcons when they stepped in the ring with the Lions. So
yeah, there is that.
And I don't think your Packers would have won last week if the Saints quarterback didn't go down. I think it would have been a different outcome in that game.
Yeah, could be.
So this is going to be for the division. Now, like I was saying, I expected the Packers. Oh, honestly, right now, I expected them to maybe have one win. That's it. I didn't expect them to have much more. I thought, from what I've seen in the past from Jordan Love, I didn't think that he was going to be that great at all. Do you think that based on the Lions' defense last week and what they did to the Falcons and what the Packers and the Falcons did, do you think the Packers have an offensive line capable enough to stop that defensive line of the Lions?
Well, I got to say it's definitely a bit worrisome. You bring about a good point there. And I think that the Green Bay is still, to some extent getting their legs underneath them, and whilst I'm hoping for the best tomorrow night, it's definitely, without a doubt, the battle for the lead of the league, and it should be a great game.
I mean, honestly, you have the Lions, you have the Packers, Vikings, and the Bears. That's the way I see the division order, by the way. I think the Lions beat the Packers, and I think the Lions can easily beat the Bears and the Vikings. So I think the Packers is got to be the Lions' toughest opponent in the division. Statman, agree or disagree?
I think all division opponents are going to be tough. It doesn't matter what the record is. The NFC North always plays tough against each other. That's what I've seen over the last few years. Doesn't matter what your record is. You better be ready for a dogfight. Whether you're playing the Packers, whether you're playing the Bears, or the Vikings. The Vikings, that 0-3 record is kind of, disproportionate to how well they can play. That offense is firing. I mean, Justin Jefferson first in the league in reception yards. And then you got Kirk Cousins first in the league in passing yards. They have, and Daniil Hunter, I believe, is first in sacks. I believe. I think he's third in the league in sacks. He's got 5. But I mean, they have good players on that team. So you can't ever go into those games and think, well, this is going to be a blowout, or, they're 0-3, they're not going to be tough. Teams used to think that about the Lions, and we come in and embarrass them. So that's where I'm at as far as that goes. I think it's still a toss-up at this point.
After you say that, it does make sense because it's the NFL, and any given Sunday, you never know what any team is going to do. The Bears could shock everyone, even though when you watch them, they don't look very good at all. They really don't. And I honestly think we're going to beat them easy. Minnesota could surprise you. Justin Jefferson's always a huge threat. But the Packers, it's either going to be, I feel like it's either going to be close or we're just going to completely dominate them.
Well, like I said, on defense, they're going to have to put pressure on the young quarterback, Jordan Love, in his first year starting, and they're going to have to stop Jones and Dillon, that tandem in the backfield, because if they can't do that, it's going to be a long game for Detroit.
Yeah.
I think that dominates is a strong word. I don't think that they're going to dominate. Again, I agree with Logan. I think that anytime you're playing within your own division, especially in our division, be prepared because you never know. Don't underestimate.
I think that you're going to see the Lions defense do what they did to the Atlanta Falcons to the Green Bay Packers.
Or are we going to see the defense that showed up halfway against Seattle?
Yeah, but the Packers aren't Seattle. They're not. Well, if you look down here, your brother, Logan, posted in the comments the injury report for the Packers. Jones questionable.
Bakhtiari's out.
Alexander questionable, and Watson questionable.
That puts damper on but the Lions have injuries too. We had all those injuries going into the Atlanta game. We still dominated that game. It's next man up. If Green Bay's got somebody to fill in those positions, which most teams do, they still got a professional they're lining up against. Regardless, they're all professionals in this league for a reason. They all get paid a lot of money to play a child's game for a reason. You have to keep that in mind.
And to that point, I think about I don't know how to pronounce his name, but the Dolphins guy, Achane, Achane, 49 fantasy points this last weekend. Nobody really heard of him before until last weekend. I mean, granted, he was playing, Denver, and it was a blowout, but 49 points.
my brother, I believe this is. I know I'm not even a football fan, but I'm proud of you guys. You guys doing a great job on this show. Keep up the good work.
Nice.
We appreciate that.
I saw a stat not too long ago somewhere that said most podcasts don't make it past like their 18th or 21st show or something like that. And if you make it past like your 21st show, which I'm sure you guys are past 21 shows, but then you've got a lot better chance of success.
Hey, I mean, we're just coming on here and talking Lions football. We don't have a ton of fancy stuff going on. We're not on every day, but we don't need to be. Really,
yeah.
We don't need to be. And I think we do a hell of a job. I'm so glad to have my buddy Statman back doing this with me again. I'm glad we did it. And I'm thankful to everybody that's been coming in, consistently watching. And, we both Statman and I really appreciate it. Mike, you've been watching almost every episode I can, since we started back up, I've seen you pop in here. So, we appreciate that too. You've been a friend of ours for a long time. So
I'll always be a supporter, and I'd love to see the Lions have success, even as a Packers fan. As Lions are do some success, and it's great to see you guys back. I'm so happy that you guys jumped back in and are doing the show again. I kudos to you. Please keep it up.
There's one thing that I want to mention. I think it was last week. I forgot to do it last week, but happy birthday to the late Jimmy Bordeaux. It was his birthday, I believe, last week, and I was going to mention it, and I forgot to do it. So I feel bad. And he was a great guy, and we'll always remember him and never forget him.
He's one of the foundations of how we started this show, going live video on YouTube.
Yep. Yeah, he taught us how to do this. And we'll never, ever forget it, and we'll always be grateful for it.
So one of the stats that I saw and doing a little bit of podcast was I don't know if you guys have talked about this yet or not on maybe a previous show or something, but Dan Campbell surpassed Patricia's wins now and in less time. Like I think it's 37 wins for or 37 games for Campbell to get to 14 wins, and it was like 42 or 43 for Patricia.
Who? Patricia what?
Right?
We don't speak that name.
The crazy thing that I don't like is other podcasters comparing Aaron Glenn and saying that he's part of Matt Patricia's family. I hate that. I absolutely hate it. You bash on the team when they lose a game, which teams lose all the time. I think there's only been 2 teams that have went undefeated, if I'm correct. Right? Teams lose games. Things happen. Players can't withhold through a whole season sometimes. But you can't sit there and bash a certain coach or a certain player because it's a team effort. All the way around, coaches, players. If they lose, it's on all of them, not just one person.
Yeah, and what you as a coach, you game plan for the game. You watch film. The players watch the film. The players come out. They know what their job is, and they know what they're capable of doing, talent-wise. Then you come out to a game like Seattle, and you don't play to those expectations or that game plan. That has nothing to do with the coach, because they coached them up all week and prepared them for the game. Now, can a coach make bad calls? Absolutely. But when it comes to the field in the game, the players are the ones out there executing. If you don't execute, you're not going to win. Last week, we seen the Lions, especially on defense, execute, and they won. Same thing this weekend. If the Lions execute like they did last weekend on offense and defense with Montgomery coming back, I believe, we win. I don't
believe
think the
he is
Packers
back.
have the defense to stop the Lions offense playing on all cylinders. I don't think they do.
They got talented players, but I I can't say they're as talented as what Detroit is as far as top guys at different positions. Like, we lucked out having Tracy Walker as a backup for Gardner Johnson. I mean, what other team has a backup that was a starter for 3 years for us? And a captain? And he played lights out when he came back. He was ready to come back and play. So,
yeah, I'm not doubting at all that Green Bay has weapons. I know they do. They definitely, Jones is a weapon. Dobbs is a weapon. Like, those guys are insanely good. And that's been holy mackerel, Andy. I had a long day today, and I cannot think at all right now. What is their quarterback's name?
Jordan Love.
Thank you. Holy crap. I just forgot.
Jordan Love, man.
Man, I it's so
You'll
forgettable.
remember it after tomorrow.
Yeah, I will. How many times he went on the ground? We'll be talking about how many times he was sacked.
We'll probably forget him even more.
Yep. Who?
Hopefully.
Favre of who? Richard says, good job, Uncle Andy and Logan. That's my nephew.
Thank you, Richard.
Yo, Dar says, same old Lions fans. One loss and already calling coaches' throats.
Yep.
Calling for coaches' throats. Yeah, one loss. Stupid.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't like fair weather fans. You're a fan of the team, loss or win, you should stand behind them, and that's just how I feel. That's how I've been since I was 7 years old. I'm now 35, going on 36. So 29, almost 29 years of being a Lions fan, and I've always been by their side. I've watched every game, even through the 0-16 season, and I cheered them on.
Can you guys hear me right now?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so Jason Kabinda is out. Matt Nelson is out. Vaitai is out. Decker's questionable. Jonah Jackson's questionable. Kirby Joseph questionable. David Montgomery is questionable. Mosley is questionable. Frank Ragnow was a full participant in practice. Everybody that was listed as questionable was limited in practice all week.
I think they're preparing for them to come back. I mean, Montgomery and Decker, I heard, were both on their way to starting tomorrow night. So I don't see a questionable on them. I believe they will both play. What kind of impact Montgomery is going to have, or what kind of package they're actually going to throw at him, or how many times they're going to run him, I don't know. But they're definitely going to be playing.
Well, that being said, I did see another article today doing some some research that they did sign Zonovan Knight, running back. The Lions signed him to the 53-man roster, just in anticipation that Montgomery may not return yet.
He carried the ball for us a couple times against the Falcons, and he played pretty well. So,
yeah, I just came across that one today doing a little research and thought I'd throw it out there.
Give the pig to Gibbs and let him eat.
I know Dar would say that. My brother, he's got him on his fantasy team.
Yeah, but your brother is actually, his name's on here. So that wasn't him. And I know that wasn't my brother. He don't even know who Gibbs is. It's like 100%. He does not know. He has no idea. Real quick, everybody, we are getting close to that time. So just a reminder, we're at 216. We need to keep going to that 500 mark. There is a prize. I'm telling you what. But in order to do that, we need your guys' help. So please like, share, and subscribe. That's the YouTube I'm talking about. So if you're watching on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. Share the podcast. If you see it, share it. If I share it, share it. I always share it every time, after every show. I actually just jumped back on Twitter, too. So we're now on Twitter again. So whatever it's called something else, something/Twitter. I don't know.
Tweeter.
What'd you say?
Tweeter.
Tweeter. No, it's another name. Did you know that? Like, change the name of it?
Yeah,
No.
Changed to X. Elon Musk really liked the X for sort of whatever
Yeah, it's
reason.
like X.
Now Twitter is X. You know.
But we are on there now, so you can find us on there and find the show on there. You know what I'm surprised I haven't seen yet is Dustin Clark. He has
He
not
may be
missed
working.
one episode yet. He has not missed yet.
I haven't seen Victor comment either.
And he commented, he liked the post just a little bit ago. So, hey, not everybody can be here every time. I understand that. Just like it's nice to see the the everydayers pop in and say hi. Your brother
All
is
right,
here,
so final score predictions. Start with you, Andy. What do you think?
All right, I'm going big because of what I said earlier. 42-12 Lions.
Wow.
Holy cow. Yeah. That's going big. I guess you go big or go home, right?
That's right.
All right, Mike, what do you got?
Well, I'm just randomly pulling a number out of the hair. Well, I'm out of the air, not out of my hair.
What hair?
Of course, right. Hey, I'm going for a close game, and I'm thinking Packers win 32-27.
Packers. Statman?
I'm going to go 30-27 Lions.
Ooh, a close one too, hey?
30-27 Lions.
Just remember,
right.
I said 42-12.
42-12. I've got it written down. I wrote it down.
Yeah, mark that down.
I think they're going to play it close, and I think the refs are going to keep it close for the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, like they always are. No, they don't have Aaron Rodgers anymore, so they don't do that anymore.
Well, it's at Lambeau. You got to remember that.
Facebook user who I think maybe it's my brother. I don't know anymore. 27-10 Lions.
That's Bud Matthews. I can see him.
Uncle Bud. 27-10 Lions. All right.
Dar Erickson says 32-14. Adam Souls 32-21 Lions. Mike Wonn, WONN, 31-17 Lions.
Holy shnikes. That
What?
is okay. Mike Wonn grew up with my dad. He's my Uncle Mike. And at my graduation, my Uncle Mike stepped in for my dad. He's always been a huge part of, that support for me and my brothers. It almost makes me emotional that he's here because he's never popped in a show before. So I'm really happy that he hopped in. So thank you, Uncle Mike, for coming and watching. Appreciate it. Love you.
That's all I'm seeing for
All right, come here. We got one more score prediction. Come here. What's going to be the score for the Packers and Lions game? Mm-hmm. What's the score going to be? Say two numbers. He just said two numbers. Who's going to win?
Lions.
All right, that's all we need. Lions.
Lions.
And they're going to win by two numbers.
So double-digit win.
Remember, 42-12, everyone. 42-12.
42-12. I got 32-27. Statman has got 30-27. Statman and I agree on the.
I mean, it's going to come down to either it's going to be, like I said, a blowout massacre or a close divisional game. The only thing that I could say, if it's close, it was a short week.
No way. No way it's going to be a blowout.
If the Lions blow out the Packers, I will be completely surprised.
Me too.
Absolutely not. I dreamt it, so it's going to happen. I think we got everybody's that commented on their scores. I think we have all of them. 31-17 was the last one that was commented. I think we got that one.
Yep, 31-17 is what I've got.
All right, well, There's only one thing left to do before we go tonight. And I think that, man, well, before you do, I want to thank Mike for coming on the show. Maybe we'll have you back on the show Friday for the post-game show just to get your reaction. Maybe we could do that.
That sounds like a great idea.
But now, so thank you, Mike, for coming on. It was a pleasure. Anybody else that wants to come on, remember just to comment on the post on the group page, and we will get you on here.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, no problem, Mike. We're going to have you back on.
I'm pretty sure that's my Uncle Bud that said, stop reaching, Andy. And Dar says, I don't see them scoring more than 20 on the Lions defense.
Well, if they play like last week, it's going to be tough for Green Bay.
Great show. We'll watch again.
That's true.
Might be my Uncle Mike.
Yeah.
Remember, anybody that says Facebook, if you just allow StreamYard, it's like a little link, I think, Mike. You probably just did it. But it'll pop up and it just says what your name is. Dar obviously did it now, so he knows. But there's a little link you can click on with StreamYard. So when you comment, it'll show your name, so we don't have to guess who you are. All right, Logan, go ahead. It's time, buddy. Get us out of here.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield. And when the blue and silver wave, stand and cheer the brave. Rah, 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 go hard, win the game. With honor you will keep your fame. Down the field and gain a Lions victory. Go Lions!
That's right. Blow, pack, blow. That's what I have to say to you, Mike Burch.
I wonder if
One pride. Let's go, Lions. Everybody have a good
One pride.
night. We will see you guys Friday night at 8 o'clock. Packers from Keegan. Mike, thank you again. Everybody have a great night. We will see you on Friday.
I think Lions like